pre-survey data. Looking at the data from my pre-survey questions, my lowest average was for scales and rubrics. I knew this would be my lowest score because at the time of the survey we hadn't begun classroom goals or anything having to do with a rubric. I chose this goal because I feel that it is important for students to know what is expected of them, so they're prepared to make their best effort. I would compare it to using a blueprint when building a house. If you don't know how or what to do, how can anyone expect you to do your best work? I feel the same way about my students. Since we did our surveys, we've implemented our classroom goals. They're up in the classroom, and we've been using rubrics in various content areas. And I make sure that I go over those with the students before we even start what we're doing so they know what's expected. The other two areas I scored in the 3 range, with my second highest standard deviation being in probing incorrect answers from reluctant learners. I plan to make sure I'm doing this more frequently and making sure my students know the expectations when an answer is not correct. I will be giving feedback and explaining why an answer is incorrect. I chose this goal because I want my students to know that I have high expectations for all of them. There will always be a time when someone won't know the right answer. I want my students to know that even if they don't know, I want to help them figure it out. I'm not going to give up on them and just let them off the hook. Finally, my last goal is maintaining a lively pace. I feel like keeping my students engaged has been more difficult this year than in years past. Everything is different. Seating arrangements, partner work, everything. I chose this goal because I feel that this is one area where I can kind of control things somewhat. I know that in my age group, which is kindergarten, it's difficult for kids to sit still for long periods of time, so I plan on getting us up and moving. I also plan on checking the content when applicable and using some of the strategies listed in the book to help me keep a lively pace. Thank you.